I'm Ava, and this is my mini-me, aka basically a doll that looks like me. And not gonna lie, it's been a hot minute since I've pulled her out of the drawer and taken a good look at her. So today we're gonna kind of give her a bit of a revamp and just kind of fix her hair, add some details, change her outfit, and make her a little bit more accurate to how I look in real life. And no, I've never done a face reveal, so you guys are just gonna have to trust that she is pretty close to what I look like, and we're gonna get her looking even closer today. And if you weren't already aware of it, this is actually also the doll that I have for the profile picture of my channel. Also, sorry if I sound low-key sick, I kind of am. So beginning with the hair, and the first thing is that I no longer have a side part, I have a middle part. But unfortunately, it's not as easy as just flicking over the hair, because then we're just left with a nice bald spot. So I'm gonna tie the hair back in a ponytail, so the hair is parted in the front where I want the part to be. So I have this doll here, Hannah, and she is a very close hair color match to my mini-me. And plus, her hair is really nice and long, so we're gonna steal some of it. So I'm just gonna take a few strands from her hair, kind of just in the back of her head where it won't be noticeable. And I am also dampening it with some water so it's a bit easier to work with. It still has a bit of its curl, but that'll all be removed when you rinse it under some boiling hot water. And then using my reroot tool, I'm just going to grab that strand of hair and poke it in right where I want the part to be. And then pull one strand one way and the other strand the other way. And so you can see it's slowly starting to form. I'm just going to continue this process down a ways so that we'll have a full part in the middle of her head. Okay, so the part has been rooted, and I'm kind of doing this in a bit of the opposite way that it would be done, but I'm now going to take off her head so we can glue the hair in place. Usually you would take off the head first, and I don't really have a good reason for why I kept it on, but we're going to take it off now. I have removed the body of this doll's head before, so hopefully I don't need to soften it, it'll just come off nice and easy. We're about to find out. Uh-oh, that's not a good sign. I'm back, and that didn't play out very well, but apparently this neck peg was so close to being broken that it did not take very much. So we're gonna have to find her a new body. This is definitely not ideal, but I think even if I would have softened the head, it would have broken. It was so close to being broken. So I have these needle nose pliers that I'm gonna use to remove the rest of the neck peg from the doll's head because we don't want that in there. And I'm deciding to not glue this hair in place right now. I'm gonna do that later because I'm scrambling with time to get this video out, and I don't think it's a good idea to put glue on wet hair, so we're just gonna do all that another time. Luckily, I did find a new body though, so let's put the head on the body here. I quickly gave her a new outfit because why not, I guess, and I'm gonna take out her ponytail. And I'm gonna go and rinse her hair under some boiling hot water so it lays nice and flat. And I'm just gonna have to be extremely careful not to pull at the hairs on her new part that we just made because it's not glued in place. But again, I just don't have time to do that for this video. So I did rinse out her hair and it's just kind of laying flat now. But I do have pretty curly hair naturally, so I wanna give her some curly hair. And I do have a bit of a strange method. I don't even remember where I figured this out, probably somewhere on YouTube. But I just have these strips of tinfoil that I've wrapped up into like these kind of long tinfoil coil things. And then I basically take a section of hair and wrap that around the tinfoil thing. And then like fold over the ends to hold it in place. Pretty much like that. It looks a little strange, but it does work in my experience. So that's what I'm gonna do on the whole head of hair. Yes, I'm aware she's looking a little bit crazy with this hair right now, but I did get the tinfoil all the way around her head, and now I'm gonna rinse this under some boiling hot water. Okay, so her hair is soaking wet, and I am actually gonna keep her hair in these tinfoils for quite some time, pretty much until it's like fully dry. And I am kind of retwisting a couple of these every once in a while just to make sure that those curls hold. Okay, so her hair has actually been able to dry overnight. And now I'm going to take out these tinfoil things, and hopefully this looks great. But I kind of just unfold everything, and then pull from the bottom. Okay, so it looks a little bit chaotic right now, but I'm going to kind of loosen up some of these curls to kind of separate them a little bit. Okay, and I did dampen it a little bit, and it does look still maybe a little bit chaotic, but I think it's about as good as it's gonna get, and for whatever reason, especially in the back, I think it looks really good. My hair definitely is really curly like this, so I think it's pretty accurate. And now we're gonna move to working on her face a little bit more. It's pretty accurate right now and good how it is, but there's just a few little things that I want to touch up on. And if you don't already know, for my repaints, I use acrylic paint mixed with matte Mod Podge. Now her lips are the exact perfect color, but if you look closely at them, they're just a little bit textured, and I'm not a huge fan of how they look, so I just want to redo them. So using some acetone and a cotton swab, I'm gonna remove the lips. And as you can see, there is actually a gap in her mouth for teeth, and I just painted over those previously. And I think I'm just gonna do that again because I literally, like 2 minutes ago, tried painting in the teeth and it was not a look. So I think we're just gonna literally paint back over exactly how the lips looked like before, but just so hopefully it's a bit of a smoother application. And actually, I know I literally just said that I use matte Mod Podge, but for the lips, I'm actually using glossy Mod Podge just so it'll have a bit of a shine. And using a paintbrush, because this seems to be the smoothest application for the lips, just going fully over where the teeth would be. I know, it's a bit strange. Here are the lips painted in, and I don't know, let me know what you guys think. Should I paint in teeth? It does look a little bit strange. It's definitely a lot smoother now, but it also makes the teeth gap more noticeable maybe. So should I paint in teeth? I don't know. It does look a little bit strange, but the teeth might look worse. I have no idea. Let me know what you guys think I should do. But for now, I'm just gonna keep it like this. As for her eyes, I wanna make them slightly smaller, so I'm gonna kind of paint down from her eyeliner there. So we can maybe like make them look a little bit more closed, because mine are a bit more closed like that. And I did try to match the color as similar as possible to her eyeliner. Oh, that's already on there. Like right now, if you look at this eye compared to this eye, you can kind of see that this one's a little bit more closed. I also did just touch up a little bit around her eyes in general as well, and I think they just look better. I could be wrong. Maybe you guys noticed no difference, but it's a difference for me, okay? But anyways, I want to give her some blush now. So my crusty dusty palette is back. This is the palette I've been using for blush, and it's the palette I use for makeup in general. It's literally like at least 6 years old and probably expired if, yeah, like it's nasty. I know. But I'm just going to take a Q-tip and dip it into the blush, pick up some of that color, and then carefully use that to rub onto her cheeks. I think her complexion is too dark for this blush. And I think I'm actually going to have to use the darker one for her. And that is one thing about this doll. She has a much different kind of darker, orangey kind of skin tone than I do. Hopefully in the summer, I'll turn a little bit more tan and we can match more, but that is something as well that she just isn't fully matching with me. But I'm also going to add some to her nose and chin. Okay, now one thing I definitely have to add on her is another piercing. She already has these two here, but now I have one up here on my helix as well, so we're gonna add one for her, and it is on my left ear. I did do the same process on a doll makeover a little bit ago, so hopefully I can do it again because that worked out really well. But I basically just have a needle here that I'm holding with these needle nose pliers, and I'm basically gonna poke it through on her ear. So yeah, I'm not poking into her head, I'm poking it just like that. And then I have this little piece of gold wire because I do want the little hoop to be gold. My piercing right now is actually just a stud, but once it's all fully healed, then I'm gonna put in a gold hoop. So I'm gonna quickly take out the needle and poke in the gold thing. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna cut the wire a little bit shorter here, and then I'm gonna squeeze these ends together. I flipped it around a bit and that's what it's looking like. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. And I don't even know when I'm going to be able to actually see this or show it in pictures because most of the time the hair will probably be covering it. But it's just the thought and like knowing that it's there now, you know? Now we just know it's there, even if we never see it. Okay, now for some reason you haven't noticed, I pretty much always have my nails done. Like literally always. I don't think there's a video out there where I don't have my nails done. So of course we're gonna have to give my miniature self some nails, and I do want them to be extensions because usually my nails are coming off my fingers like this. So I have my hot glue gun here, and we're gonna use the hack that I found in the testing Barbie doll hacks video to give her some nail extensions. So basically I just put some hot glue on the finger and then pull away and let it dry. And then I kind of just trim the ends with some scissors. And then to stick to the theme of my nails, I just mixed together some pink acrylic paint with some matte Mod Podge. And with a toothpick, I'm just gonna paint that on. And for no good reason, but just because it's fun, I'm actually gonna paint her toenails as well. I've never painted a doll's toenails before, but I usually have mine done always, so I thought might as well paint my mini-me's. Even though we probably won't ever see them, but like, why not? And I'm just gonna paint them with the exact same pink color. I don't even really know where the toes are. It's kind of hard to tell, and the feet are so small and my hand is shaking like crazy. Like, I don't know why my hand is shaking this much. Okay, so you know what? Yeah, it's a little ridiculous looking. I think this foot turned out a little bit better. But anyways, it's still a fun little touch, and I thought we'd give it a try, and now we know what it looks like with the doll's toenails painted like that. I don't know why the doll likes to show up so orange on camera, but anyways, I'm thinking when we change the outfit, it might help the camera figure out its settings or whatever. I don't know. But either way, I want to give her a new outfit. Here's the outfit we're going with, and I was right. The lighting is much better now that we've switched up her outfit for whatever reason. And this is actually an outfit I have in real life. I even made a video on my channel where I recreated one of my own outfits. So this is very accurate for my miniature self. So it's just this black turtleneck, these jeans with these cuts on the side, and these boots, along with the belt and a purse that does look very similar to one I own. I also definitely should have done the nails after I put on the turtleneck because her thumbnails are so close to falling off now. I also do want to switch out her main earrings with these hoops. I do like these little gold hoops, and these are something that I would wear and do wear, but the big gold hoops are just a little bit more fun and also something that I would wear. I'm also super happy with how the hair turned out and the new part line that we made. And I do think it's curled pretty nicely. It's not perfect, but it's really difficult to curl doll hair, let alone super short doll hair. And I also do want to really quickly test what her hair would look like in a ponytail because I wear my hair in a ponytail quite often. Let me know if you guys like her hair better in the ponytail or out of the ponytail. I kind of want to keep it in the ponytail right now. I do wear ponytails a lot, so this is very accurate. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me bring this doll kind of back to life. Because, like, her hair hasn't been done in at least a year. I haven't changed her outfit in forever. And she just hasn't gotten the attention that she deserves because she's my miniature self, you know? So I'm really happy we got to do this, and I'm really happy we got to make a couple little changes that just make her even more accurate to how I am in real life. I would say that the biggest things that aren't accurate that I can't really change is her nose. My nose is definitely bigger in real life, but it's really hard to find Barbie dolls with big noses, especially with lighter skin tones. But then speaking of the skin tones, I'm definitely a bit lighter skinned than she is, but I think in the summer when I do tan, it'll be a little more accurate, I'm hoping. Everything else is pretty accurate though, so until I find a potential better candidate to be my miniature self, I think she is pretty accurate and pretty great. I also do want to say, for all you guys wondering, I am back for my Europe trip now. I am going to get started on this Emily and Friends episode as soon as possible, but you guys have no idea how crazy busy this week has been for me and how busy next week is going to be as well. So I am going to get out the Emily and Friends video as soon as possible. I promise, guys. I'm just busier than I've ever been, ever. I do hope you enjoyed watching today's video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you can become part of the hashtag DD Squad. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for 400,000 subscribers. You guys are absolutely amazing. Love you so much, and see all of you in the next one. Bye!